What's up guys, it's Coach Z, Coach Zara, your colorful coach, and today we're going to learn how to top spin serve. I'm going to start off showing you guys how to do a standing top spin, and then we are going to move into a jump top spin serve. So the difference between a float serve and a top spin serve is with the float serve, we were trying to hit the middle of the ball with the palm of our hand. A top spin serve, we are trying to hit the bottom of the ball and wrap our hand over, or if you're a little bit taller, top of the ball, wrap your hand over. You want to snap your wrist the same way you do when you are hitting versus with that float serve, we were trying to keep that stiff wrist, right? So the first thing I'm going to do when I'm learning to top spin serve is I'm just going to hold the ball in front of me and I'm going to work on snapping my wrist as I contact the ball. So you see I'm going to do this, snap, snap, snap. Then I'm going to go against a wall. Against the wall, I'm just going to practice my tossing. So when you are standing top spin serving, you want to toss, at least for me, with my dominant hand, to give a little bit more of a spin on the ball. That is the best way to learn that wrapping motion around the ball. So same thing as my last video, your non-dominant foot is going to be in front, your dominant hand is going to be holding the ball, and you are tossing into the air, drawing your dominant hand back and trying to wrap and snap around the ball. So I'm just giving it a light toss, wrap and snap, toss, wrap and snap. And you'll notice, just like when I'm hitting, I'm drawing my arm back and putting my non-dominant hand up. You can also try tossing with your non-dominant hand or both hands once you feel like you have the grasp of adding that spin on top of the ball and snapping. Once I have my toss down with my dominant hand, as well as snapping and extending my arm all the way to serve, I'm going to the 10-foot line and I'm going to practice serving over the net at 10-foot line. So I'm going to toss, flicking the ball a little bit to give it an extra spin. I'm going to step with my non-dominant hand, put my dominant hand up, and just focus on wrapping around the ball. Step, snap my wrist. Toss, step, snap my wrist. Once I feel comfortable serving at the 10-foot line, then I would back up to about the 15, 20-foot line, and then I'm going to go full court. Since I am a little bit of a shorter player, I'm going to actually hit the bottom of the ball to wrap my hand around. Whereas if I was taller, I would be able to hit the top of the ball and wrap my arm around. So the same thing, I'm gonna give myself a little flick, step, try to contact high and snap my wrist. Toss, step, contact high, and flick your wrist. And I personally just give myself a little bit of a higher toss out in front of me so that I have enough time to think about it before I contact the ball. And that's mostly because I'm not really a top spin server, so it takes me a little bit longer to kind of get in the motion of dropping my shoulder and flicking my wrist to get the ball over. Also, if you guys want to see a jump top spin, that is going to be in my next video, as I decided to do a part 2.